Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is for you to regroup and refocus, man. Now, obviously, we understand that in life there's plenty of ups and downs, There's plenty of hills and valleys. There's times when things are going great. There's things when things are not going so great, And what I suggest for you to do is for you to regroup, especially when things ain't going the way you want it to go. I'm encouraging you today to regroup, man, and figure out what is the problems or situations that you need to resolve. And that's that regrouping process, Create a new plan that basically shed the dead weight and work with what you have, figuring out how to maximize, whether it's personnel, whether it's resources, whatever it is. I want you to recalibrate and figure out what's the best move, man. And then once you figure that out, people, then you lock in, man, and focus on what you need to do to grow whatever that is to the next level. Whether it's your personal self, whether it's your business, whatever it is, people, I want you to refocus after you draft a new plan, basically. And, the better you get at doing this, people, is the better you're able to weather the storms of life, because it's not if they come, it's when they come. And the more prepared you are, is the more you can capitalize on the issues or challenges that you're dealing with in your life. So I want you to stay encouraged, and the way that you do it, people, is using the system that I share with you. Instead of throwing in the towel, what you do, man, is you evaluate your situation, and like I said, create a new plan on how, what's the next steps, basically, And then once you figure the next steps out, then obviously the next move is to get busy doing what you say you're gonna do, And you continuously repeat these cycles, these steps basically, over and over until you get the desired result that you want. Whatever duration of time, whether it's 1 week, a month, 3 months, 6 months, however long it is, you create a plan and a goal where you're trying to be 3 to 6 months from now, and making sure that the plans you have is in line with whatever that goal is, I like these meetings from time to time, people, because theories are great, but practicality and things that are very practical that you can use to enhance your life, man, is how you transform over time, So I definitely, these are things that I personally use for myself. I've been in plenty of downs, people, So it's like you've mastered different things over the years on what to do when you get in that position and spot. And that's how you become an unstoppable force, because you realize things for what they are, and you make the necessary adjustment by taking the appropriate actions, people. And as you do that, then things always do turn themselves around, So I want you to think about that today. I want you to figure out, what does that look like in your life? I want you to figure out, what are you gonna do to really make sure that you're not only on track to accomplish your goals, but especially if you're in your down period, people, is what are you gonna do to basically change direction, and get things back on track, and then you can always scale up from there, So with that being said, people, really and truly, that's the message, man. The message overall today is to regroup and refocus, people, and whatever area that applies for you, man, let's go, I'll be heading back home tomorrow, back in the States tomorrow, but it's been a powerful trip, man, It's been a powerful trip because I had intentions and directives that I needed to do, and all except for one is done, I did the video of Marcus Garvey's foundation. I did it for Bob Marley Museum, and I did it for where I grew up at. Those were directives from God, man, and here it is. That's done. I did also open up the Caribbean and African Trading Alliance. I'm excited about that. That's officially registered now. And I'll, later on this year, I'm sure with God's divine help, I know I'll figure that out and start building that out. So I'm super excited about that. And the only thing I did not get done was setting up the bank account here, but I know the process now for that, and I'll do it sometime before the end of this year when I'm back out here in Jamaica. So it's like, man, listen, it's like in life, you got to take actions, people. If you decide on what actions to take, get busy doing them, man. And as long as you're taking actions, then you're winning, man. Because even if you don't know exactly what to do with everything right now, over time you will, you know. So I just want you to stay focused on your goal. As we said, regroup if that's what's needed, and focus on the direct actions that you need to take, man, to get busy accomplishing your goals and dreams, man. With that being said, people, shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. And shout out to the entire Caribbean and the entire African diaspora worldwide, man. People, as you already know, my mandate from God is to unite the Caribbean and Africa. And the way we do it, people, is by standing united, man. We would always choose to stand united, you know. We're going to choose to encourage each other, to support each other, to inspire each other. We're going to choose to do business with each other, man. And we're going to choose to be our brothers and sisters keepers, man. Because all of those things are a choice, people. So I'm suggesting that you get busy choosing that. Choose us always, you know. With that being said, people, my declarations over everybody's life, man. Number one is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three is that you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that the Spirit of God inside of you, man, will continue to shape you and mold you to being the greatest version of yourself that you could possibly be. I pray, people, that over the weekend you kind of really work on building a better relationship with the Spirit that's inside of you, really making an attempt to live a spiritual life so you can live a life with more peace and just more favor, man, from the Spirit of God, man, especially when it comes to guidance and protection, you know. People, that's my prayer for y'all, man. I pray that y'all be blessed, man, and blessings on to you and y'all family, man. Y'all have a great day, and we'll talk tomorrow.